Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Today we're talking about translating equations. So what we're really talking about is taking words and turning them into the equations that we all know and love. So before we can do that, we need to make sure we know exactly what words mean what. So how do you know when you're using addition? Well, there's certain key words that we look for. So first key word we look for, obviously, is add. Pretty simple, right? Everybody knows add. Okay? Another one we look for is sum, because we know sum is the answer to an addition problem. Another one would be more. Or we can take it one step further and say more than. All right. What else could we say for addition? You could also say plus. All right. So again, just some of the key words that you look for to know that you're using addition. Pretty simple, right? Make sure you copy these down so you know exactly what you're looking for. Just listening to me say the words isn't the same as writing them down. All right, let's take a look at subtraction now. Obviously, subtract. All right, we also have minus. Difference. Oops, that was really bad. Difference. Okay. Again, because difference is the answer to a subtraction problem. Another one, really popular, if I can spell today, less than and less. So let me take a look at less than for a minute. This one causes the most amount of confusion and misunderstanding. If I say A less than B, what I really mean is B minus A. It says A less than B, so I'm taking A away from B. All right? So if I say 8 less than x, I'm really saying x minus 8. Alright? This is the big key with subtraction. You're going to see this a lot. So make sure you write it down, circle it, star it, whatever you need to do, highlight it, just put it in 18 different colors. Your choice. Make sure you do not forget this rule. This one will make or break your word problem career. Trust me. Alright, we okay with subtraction? Remember the rule. Write it down. Use it. Try it a lot. It'll help you out. How do you know when you're multiplying? Well, multiply. Okay. Product. That's the answer to a multiplication problem. Times. You could also see this is a specific one, but twice. Okay, that means 2 times. Another one you have to be careful with is of. I'm going to put a little star next to it because when we're dealing with ratios and proportion, of is a huge multiplication word. But you got to be careful when you're looking at word problems because sometimes it's not always multiplication. Sometimes it's just the word of. So be careful, know when to use it, and know when not to use it. Alright? And last but not least, division. Well, there's only a couple here. Divide and quotient. And a quotient is simply the answer to a division problem. So that's why it's up there. So make sure you keep these words. You know when to, when you're doing the problems out, that you look at these words and say, okay, what operation am I looking at? Alright, so let's try a couple problems just to see how we do. So 3 more than 1/3 the number, x, is 14. So more than. Which operation was that we just talked about? Yeah, we're looking at plus. Alright, and obviously 3 is 3. Let's go over here to is. Is a very key word. Is equal. So everywhere you see is, slap down that equal sign. Let's take care of the easy stuff. 14. Write it down. 3. Write it down. 1/3. Write it down. 1/3 of what? Oops, forgot to underline that one. 1/3 of the number x. Boom. So 3 plus 1/3 x equals 14. We're not looking to solve these. We just want to translate them. Can we take words, turn it into a mathematical equation? Just did it. Let's try another one. Okay, 6 less than a number is 22. So less than, we know we're subtracting. Is, there's our equal sign. 22, there's our easy one. 6, do not forget, this is the dreaded less than. So remember the rule. A less than B is going to be B minus A. So in this case, we're looking at 6 as our A, and the number H is our B. So we have H minus 6 is equal to 22. A pretty straightforward one. So, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. So let's take another look. Another example. This is probably one of the tougher examples that I've got, but it's going to help you because you're going to see some of these on your worksheets that you're working on. So we're going to take it slow, but don't worry, because we got it. So, the product of 3, this is another time where we're looking at of is just of. Product of 3 and the sum of 4 and x is 9. So we got a lot of keywords in this one. I'll start with the easy one, equals. Alright, product means we're multiplying two things together. Okay? What are we multiplying? We're multiplying 3 and the sum. Alright? When we're looking at the sum, we're talking about the answer to an addition problem. So we need to add something together before we multiply it by our 3. So in order to do that, we need to make sure we use our parentheses. So what two things do we want to add together? The sum of 4 and x. Oh, and I forgot my super easy one. 9. So 3 times the sum of 4 and x is 9. Alright, so take these slow. Once you get them, you get them. The first couple, yeah, they're going to be tough. No doubt. But just be careful and make sure you read it carefully. Alright, they give you all the necessary information. So make sure you check your notes. Have those list of words out there so you know what you're looking at or looking for. If your notes don't help you, ask a friend. And if that still doesn't work, come talk to me. I'm Mr. Weeks. Have a great day.